If I were a rich man,
If you were looking for a surefire get-rich-quick scheme, Broadway is not the place to start. A full-scale Broadway production can take years to earn back its investment. Even so, the reluctance of Broadway producers to take risk is, well, downright depressing. If a show has even a scintilla of a new idea, it's likely to have been imported from London. When it comes to entertainment, everyone wants to look past the headlines these days and scarf down comfort food. But theater producers' acceptance of this attitude means that Broadway has become more creatively bankrupt than television. There was a time when Hollywood went to the theater for inspiration. As soon as the movies learned to talk, they stole everything they could from Broadway. Play scripts, actors, directors. These days, though, that equation has been reversed. Just check out the rosters of musicals at the moment. Hairspray, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you.
As for Broadway musicals transformed to the screen, well, there's Rent.
525,600 minutes.
And the producers.
I'm not going into the toilet. I'm going into show business.
But you can see where the balance of power lies. Soon it seems every show on Broadway will have the same ad slogan. You loved the movie, now see the play. Ardent theatergoers tend to take their plays very personally, which means that if you happen to be a theater critic, you should be prepared for an onslaught of strongly worded voicemails, emails, and letters every time you write a fierce review. My favorite hate letter, it was a postcard actually, was addressed to Ben Brantley, so-called theater critic. What followed, though mostly unquotable, was equally feisty. And one playwright once sent me a letter saying that while God might condemn me in the afterlife, she was happy to judge me now. A year later, I got another letter from her saying that she had revised her opinion for the better. I'm sure it had nothing to do with the fact that she had another play opening that month. Two on the aisle. That traditionally is what a theater critic is allotted in way of seats. You may wonder why, since often the best view is from the middle of the row. The practice dates to a time when critics attended opening nights and filed their reviews for the next morning's paper. Making deadlines demanded their being able to dash up the aisle and back to their office as soon as the final curtain fell. In New York, things don't work that way anymore, and haven't for several decades.
Look who's wearing the pants now.
Critics are admitted to previews at least a few nights before a play officially opens, which gives time to reflect and compose at relative leisure. All the same, you'll still find us perched on the aisles, ready to bolt as the curtain descends. Why spoil such an appropriately dramatic tradition?